Hello everyone, Davi Jenda here from @WeLightBeans or @figure.8.energy on Instagram. And I know it's been a hot minute. It's been a hot minute because I, just like y'all, have been navigating this retrograde season, this eclipse season, right? Venus in retrograde, so like relationships, dynamics, love, Mercury retrograde, so communication, technologies, things that are needing to go forward, and then the lunar eclipse that we just had as well. And I started my cycle the day before the lunar eclipse, and so just like all of this energy, right? And what I was really feeling into, and maybe you're feeling this too, was the spiral, right? The cork spiral. Because what happens when we're in retrograde seasons, it's like the energy of that planet is there, and it feels like things are moving backwards a little bit. So that's why things from the past will come up again, because it's an opportunity for you to taste that energy and to acknowledge that you have the ability to go up. So a lot of what I was experiencing is, if you imagine the spiral, it's going two different directions, right? The past direction is going like this. And then the upward direction, which is forward, is like this. And right now, we're in the in-between. So we're feeling ourselves go into different directions. And it's very hard to do the different directions at the same time. And so we find ourselves in a line in between. So if you imagine like a DNA strand, and then you're in that, and you just keep bobbing down and going up, and bobbing down and going up. It's like you're tasting that energy that was there before, and then you're still going up, and realizing that the decisions that you're making right now, even though they're of the same energy, it's all for what's being brought into the future. And so you're not regressing back into a past state. You are just experiencing it because you are leveling up, and you're basically like jumping timelines of sorts. And so the work that you do right now is incredible. The work that you do right now will set you up for what's coming ahead. And it's beautiful things that are coming ahead because of all the things that you have to go through and the things that you're going through right now. The big message is to release, and to release and allow yourself to grieve. Because just because you're releasing something and you know that you need to release it in order to excel to the next level, doesn't mean that you need to completely negate the real feelings that are coming up. Like, really sit in it and allow yourself to cry. Allow yourself to be sad about what you're releasing, because those are real feelings. And you can be sad about what you're releasing and excited about the things that are to come in the future as well. So a lot of this process is to surrender. Surrender into knowing that the divine intelligence is looking out for your best interest. It is listening to the cues that you're giving it and saying, okay, I'm going to make that happen. And to make that happen, we've got to make space. We've got to release certain things that are going to prevent certain things from happening. And there's a lot that's in the future that we can't even see. And so even though we're, stuck with these certain programs on how we would like to show up and how we would like to be, I'm very much speaking about myself, because I have a situation that I'm processing right now, amongst all the other areas where there's a certain way that I had in my mind that I would show up. And also I understand the truth of like the things that I'm going towards. Like, I do have to release it. And there's so many different signs in the 3D that have been telling me this as well. And I've just been in this mode of fighting because of the program that told me how I should show up, how I wanted to show up. But the deep down knowing inside of me, like, I am fighting. I am putting a lot of this energy into the opposite of what I'm trying to manifest. And in my mind, I'm hearing like, you can't have your cake and eat it too. And I don't really agree with that whole thing. But maybe it's like, you can't have your cake and expect to eat it right now too. Sometimes you have the cake for a couple days, or maybe you need to put it in the freezer, right? And things are just like stopping for a moment. Had a little intermission there for my little Rian, who needed to use the restroom. And if you're wondering, yes, my hair is different. When I was really going through it, I, like right in the peak of when everything was happening, right? The retrograde was starting the next day for Mercury. Venus had already started and the lunar eclipse was there, and I was on my cycle, right? I was feeling so out of control. It's like all these decisions that need to be made right now. And if you're feeling that overwhelm, take your time, breathe into it, go get some self-care, do something that makes you feel good, go do something that you do have control over. So what I did is I was like, you know what, the one thing I have control over right now, I can make a decision on, is to change my hair. And I wanted something that was going to be more uplifting, right? Something that could reflect the spark that I was feeling inside. And I know this is just like an exterior thing, and we can say vanity and all of this, but I'm also very much just like, this is my human vessel, this is my avatar. I can do whatever I want with it. And I want to be playful right now because I'm feeling such density and I just want to feel something else for a moment. And so I bleached my hair. It was a gentle bleach, no dioxin, and it was vegan and all of these things, but still, it's just like, that's the extent of the craze that I was feeling. And it was awful. Like, I had the intention to go completely stark opposite, right? So, and what keeps coming up is that black and white thinking. Like, if you keep thinking like, oh, I have to make a decision, it has to be this or this, like, what about that gray area in between? And that's a lot of like what I was navigating, is like, okay, this gray area in between, what is it? What is it? And this is my gray area. My gray area is not going from dark brown, practically black, to white. It's okay, let's meet in the middle and let's pull out some of your auburn tones and be a little more cinnamony, and that's enough spark, right? And so that's the advice that I really want to heed to y'all right now, is when you're feeling all of these things and all these uncertainties and you're feeling like you have to release things and there's emotions coming up about it, definitely feel into it, because these emotions are information for you. They tell you a lot about what you want, where you're going towards, and also a lot about your values, right? Just so something in my life, it went against a value that I had, and I was feeling called. I was like, I need to surrender into it. This is something that I've been fighting for almost a year now. I mean, if we're really speaking, it's been more than a year, but I just can't get ahead because I'm having to deal with this. And is it the absolute worst thing if I do surrender to it? Because I know what my intentions were. And I also know that if I want to show up a certain way, I can't keep fighting. And we're not meant to fight. You know, I think about peace, right? And peace is something that is an energy that flows with ease. It's not something that you should have to fight for. There's things that you may have to speak up against, but really, it's surrendering. That's how we get to peace. Everybody surrenders. Not like you force people to surrender. I'm just here giving you guys that encouragement to keep going forward, to keep moving forward, to release the things, and know that even if you're in this DNA strand that's right in between right now, you are spiraling upwards. Feel it. I love you. Bye.